So first question. So the main reason that I signed up for the Cash Practice Mastermind is because frustration. I'm tired of making between 4 and 5K a month, and then all of that kind of goes away to expenses or to taxes or to whatever. It's just I know that I need to be making more, and I know that I can make a lot more because I have a lot of gaps in my schedule. And I was ready to get out of doing home health physical therapy. I'm tired of running around all over town and outside of town to do that. I'd much rather be in my office treating the patients that I want to treat. Some of the reservations that I had about it were the money. I mean, it is $99 a month, which I've never paid that much for any sort of membership other than a cell phone bill or cable or something like that, where I know what I'm getting. I didn't know exactly what I was getting whenever I signed up for it. So it was a little bit of a leap of faith. But what made me actually decide to do it? My wife helped me with that. She got in, and I've showed her a bunch of different things that I think would help, but she was the one that actually encouraged me. Yeah, this is the one we need to do. And so, because I've seen a lot of things all over the place, but when we got in, and I knew that she was convinced about this one, then I knew that this was the right place to go, because a lot of times her decision-making skills are much better than mine. The biggest difference that the mastermind has made for me is in the information that's been given is so practical and easy to follow. And while it's a lot of work to implement it, everything's laid out for you. I mean, there are scripts, there are templates, there are, methods for sales and all of this kind of stuff that really makes it easy to follow along. And if you just kind of plug and play, it works. So it's really, really been good for me in that way. What would you say to recommend the Cash Practice Mastermind to someone else? To recommend this to someone else, within the first week, I made back my investment 26 times. and that was just because I learned how to sell a package. And once I sold that package, the whole thing was paid for the next 26 months. So it's really a no-brainer. If, like I said, if you plug and play, you implement it, it just works. What does the Cash Practice Mastermind offer that you can't get anywhere else? So the mastermind offers, like I said, all of the files in the group that are literally given to us that we can just put in and go. Again, it's the practicality of it. I've done a couple of courses where things are a little bit more theoretical, and while the theory is good and you need to understand that, and that may help me understand a little bit more of what I'm doing in the Cash Practice Mastermind. This is just, it's giving you the stuff to do. Just go do it. So that's been extremely, extremely helpful. What problems were you having that attracted you to the Cash Practice Mastermind? I don't know how to market. My sales process is mediocre at best. Let's see, what else? I wasn't making enough money. It's just, I know that I have the skills to be successful at doing the therapy. And once I get people in my office and start doing therapy, I haven't had a problem. But it's actually getting them in and convincing them that I am the right solution for them. So that's been the biggest thing. What would you recommend? Who would you recommend the Cash Practice Mastermind to? I would recommend the Cash Practice Mastermind to not just cash practice owners, but really anybody that wants to know how to market, sell, get people in, optimize their website, optimize their Google listing or whatever. Anybody who is kind of stuck and like, I don't know what steps to take, because this kind of lays out the steps. It kind of gives you again, it's just practical. It's really practical, and it's not theory that's up here that you can't really understand. It's just, here's what you do, go do. And so for people that are stuck and don't know what to do, this is who I would recommend that to. What part of the Cash Practice Mastermind do you find valuable? All of it. So the weekly live calls, the responsiveness of Dave and Ron to the questions that I ask, like I said, the files that are included, the 2 years or so worth of videos that I've already consumed a large majority of. It's all valuable. It's all really good information. Obviously, you have to turn around and use it. So fortunately, I've been able to do that over the past 3 weeks, and it's been really, really good for me. Is the Cash Practice Mastermind worth the investment? Yes. 26 times in the first week. Like I said, I sold a $2,600 package the first week I was in the mastermind, just from implementing some sales scripts and just by offering a package. So yeah, absolutely worth the investment as long as you're willing to kind of put in the work. If you had not signed up for the Cash Practice Mastermind, where do you think your practice would be right now? Well, it's pretty fresh in my mind where it was, because it was literally only 3 weeks ago. But I was making about $4,000 a month in my practice. So far this month, because of direct ROI on the Cash Practice Mastermind, I have made back how much? $3,700 in the first 3 weeks, just off of 2 packages that I've sold. And I have 8 new evaluations over the next week that could convert to significantly more. So, like I said, it's really fresh in my mind where I was, because it was not long ago. So I could almost see almost doubling my revenue from 4,000 to 7 to 8,000 in the first month. So I highly recommend this to anybody who just feels stuck. And if you're having a hard time convincing your wife, which I have had a hard time convincing my wife to do certain things, but she's the one that convinced me to do this one. So this was there's obviously something different here, and it's been super valuable, and I'm really, really thankful to Ron and Dave for everything that they are doing for me and my practice right now.